All right, here we go. Lions 49ers, Jared Goff trying to maneuver one of the better comebacks in NFL playoff history. Goff's going to throw, caught Laporta at the 50 and brought down, and that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions here are in a particularly precarious situation. They have 2 minutes, and in those 2 minutes, they basically have to score and then score again. One of those scores can be a field goal, the other has to be a touchdown, and then they can at least tie it. They do have 3 timeouts. So they can, this is possible. They don't need to do an onside kick. They don't need to get a turnover. If their defense can get a stop, 3 timeouts, they can do it. But here's why I don't think that's going to happen is because the Lions have not been on a roll since halftime. The Lions were up 24-7 at half. They have not scored since halftime. They were up 21-7 at one point. They kicked a field goal to make it 24. Since that field goal, they have not scored. They did not score in the third quarter. They have not yet scored in the fourth quarter. This game has been all about the 49ers. It's been all about Christian McCaffrey. It's been all about Brock Purdy, and they have shown that this is the most resilient Kyle Shanahan team that I've ever seen. And this is probably the best Kyle Shanahan team I've ever seen. And it sucks for me as a Seahawks fan. I wanted nothing more than to it not be the Chiefs 49ers. And at the same time, in the preseason, if you go back and watch my preseason picks video, which 2 teams did I say would be in the Super Bowl? Chiefs and the 49ers. Why did I say that? Because these were the 2 best teams. They were the 2 best teams in the preseason. They were the 2 best teams at the beginning of the season. They both had some mid-season struggles. The 49ers lost 3 in a row. Chiefs didn't lose 3 in a row, but they did lose, I believe, at one point they lost 4 of 6. And, both of them did have struggles, but both teams turned it on in the end. Both teams pulled out the divisions. Both teams pulled out the wins last weekend against very tough teams. You know, the Packers had the lead over the Niners. The Bills had the lead over the Chiefs. And in both of those games, the 49ers prevailed. The Chiefs prevailed. They came back. They won those games. And then this week, the Chiefs beating the Ravens pretty easily. And, of course, now the 49ers coming back from being down. They were down by 17 points. When you're down by 17, it's never easy. Never easy. And the 49ers, not only have they come back from 17, they have scored 27 unanswered points since going down 24-7. In the second half, they lead the Lions 27-0. They went field goal, touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. That is some impressive stuff right there, and that is partially because of Brock Purdy. I know everybody hates him. I know everybody thinks he gets carried. Brock Purdy's having a good game. Now, he's not getting the touchdowns because they're giving the touchdown to the running backs. Christian McCaffrey has 2, Elijah Mitchell has 1, and Brock Purdy has 1 passing touchdown. But Purdy is making plays. He's making plays with his legs. He's 20 for 31, 267 yards. Jared Goff, meanwhile, not a single touchdown, and we're back into this game, so let's do it. The Lions need to score and not call a timeout. Technically, they have as much time as they need to score. Here's Goff under center, dropping back to throw, and it's caught for a big gain. Caught for a big gain by Josh Reynolds. Great piece of throwing, great piece of catching. And Goff is really good when he's not under pressure. He's really good on first and second down. Goff has struggled, though, on third and fourth downs, and there's particularly 2 fourth down play calls that I think changed the course of this game. There's another completion. Laporta gets it and gets out of bounds. Great job from Sam Laporta there, and it's now second and short. But there was a fourth down call where the Lions could have kicked a field goal. They opted instead to go for it, and Jared Goff... the first time they should have punted. They went for it on 4th and 6. Goff could not complete it, and the 49ers got the ball with good field position and scored on the ensuing drive. The second time was the last drive. They were down 27-24, and here's Goff again in shotgun, gonna throw, got the first down. It's St. Brown now at the 10, first and goal. So the second time, they're down by 3, 27-24. And instead of kicking the field goal on 4th and 3, again, they let Jared Goff throw the ball on 4th down. And again, he failed to convert that 4th and 3. Here's Goff, clock winding down, 1 minute and 15 seconds left, and shotgun's going to throw. He's got a man. That's a touchdown, or it should be. And I believe that is a touchdown. No, they're waving him off. Oh, wow. They're saying he's out of bounds. Oh, that was close. That was close. Check this out. Yep, barely out of bounds at about the 1.5 yard line. So Goff missed on 2 fourth downs. Both times the 49ers scored on the ensuing drives. And you have to wonder, A, punting / kicking a field goal, they don't get as good a field position as when you miss it on 4th down. The 49ers get better field position. But also, operating with a 3-point lead is a lot different than operating in a 27-27 tie. So here's the Lions. Here's Goff again. He's going to hand this ball off. No, he's not. He's going to throw. He's going to throw, and he's going to have to get out of bounds. That's not going to do it. 2nd and goal now. And that's my big thing about Goff is, like, I know Jared Goff is a good quarterback. I've seen him play very good. But Jared Goff is not a 4th and 3, game on the line, throw the ball quarterback. He is great on 1st down. He's great with the lead. He's great when his defense is balling out. He's great when there's no pressure. But when there is pressure in the biggest game situations, this is why Sean McVay moves off of him. On 4th and 6, on 4th and 3, you don't give the ball to Jared Goff and tell him to throw it. You punt it, you take the points, or you do a handoff or like a trick play kind of jet sweep sort of deal. Here's Goff again. This time they're going to hand it off, and oh my goodness, the 49ers defense is all over that. Now it's 3rd and goal. Lions got to hurry up to the line. There's no time. They're not going to call a timeout. They can't. They can't call a timeout. I mean, if they did. Oh my gosh, that is a failure of clock management right there. Wow. What are you doing, Dan Campbell? You can't call that timeout. They just sold the game because now you have to onside kick it. If you score a touchdown with 50 seconds, 45 seconds left, and then you have 3 timeouts, you can go stop, and get the ball back with 30 seconds to get into field goal range to tie the game. Now, you score a touchdown, you're down by 3, but you don't have much of a chance at getting the ball back unless you onside kick it. Oh, that was a mistake right there. I just don't see how that's... There's the touchdown. Goff throws it in and gets the touchdown to... Is that Reynolds? No, it's Jameson Williams, 2nd-year receiver. So they get the touchdown, but they're not going to get the ball back. And so that timeout is going to end up not paying off at all. I don't understand what Dan Campbell was thinking there. I'm going to be honest. Like, okay, you needed to draw up the play, but my goodness. That's why you run the ball on 1st down. I'm sorry. Again, 1st and goal at the 1.5 yard line, you give it to Jared Goff and make him throw it? No. Hand the freaking ball off, dude. That's my analysis. They're gonna get the extra point. They're just, the Lions don't have a chance. I don't see where the chance is, because if I mean the only way they can win this game is if there's a fumble or if they get the onside kick. Because if the 49ers recover, they run a play, there's 5 seconds off the play clock. Okay, Lions take your timeout. Now there's 50 seconds left. 1 timeout. 2nd down, they run another play. Okay, 5 seconds off the play clock. Lions take their 2nd timeout. Now there's 45 seconds left. And then 3rd down, they run a play. They can take 40 seconds off the play clock. So the 49ers can literally run the clock out if they recover the onside kick, no matter how many timeouts. I mean, that was a ridiculously bad decision by Dan Campbell. That is a decision that's going to be I mean, if the Lions do get the stops on 1st and 2nd down, then Dan Campbell's decision to call that timeout is going to go down as the reason why they're not in the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know how you get away with that. That's atrocious. That is atrocious. Dan Campbell, there's no excuse for that. You have to be better than that. You just have to be. And I think, you know, he gets a kind of an excuse. I mean, this is the biggest game he's ever coached in, so I understand it. But also, this is your 3rd year as a head coach. You got to know this by now. You have to understand that when you are in a scenario where you have to score twice, you have to give yourself an opportunity to get the ball back. And you had the 3 timeouts, and you wasted one of them. I mean, yeah, if they don't get the onside kick, the game's over. And the chances that they get the onside kick, I would say they probably won't. I would say chances are very slim. Goff knows it too. Jared Goff knows it. I mean, come on, man. What are you doing, Dan Campbell? if this was a bigger brand team like the Cowboys or the Eagles, that's a fireable offense in my opinion. I'm sorry, you cannot make that mistake. I'm going to keep on ranting about this. Here goes. Here's the onside kick, and yeah, the 49ers are on it, and that is the game. Dan Campbell, congratulations. You just lost your team the NFC Championship. How do you feel, Dan? I mean, can you imagine? How did it feel to know that you made the dumbest decision you could have possibly made to take a timeout when you didn't need to? I mean, Dan Campbell, you ruined your team's chances at victory. You ruined it. He ruined it. Of course, it might not end up mattering. The 49ers, if they get a first down, it won't matter anyways. But, dude, Dan, you know this is on you. I'm sorry. Like, this is on you. And only you. There's a flag on the play. The flag is not going to matter. It's going to be probably for an early bounce. Niners will decline. Yeah, I mean, you know what, Dan Campbell, I'm sorry. This game is entirely your fault for the loss. I don't blame anybody except for you. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, he touched it early. He was trying to get it. No. So the Niners will decline that, and it's going to be 1st and 10. There's George Kittle. How does it feel? And Kyle Shanahan, the whole thing about Shanahan not able to win big games, Shanahan not able to win, come from behind. That entire narrative is being completely destroyed right now. And Brock Purdy is going to go against Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. What a game that's going to be. Here's 1st and 10. The Lions, if they want to win, they have to basically strip it. Because I'll tell you what, the 49ers are going to be careful with the football. They're going to do a handoff. There's no opportunities for an interception. The Lions, their only chance at winning this game is a miracle strip. But Purdy can just... No, yeah, he can't take the knee. They have to run at least one play. Probably they'll have to run two. So here's the handoff. Purdy under center. Handoff. McCaffrey. Stopped. And the Lions will take the timeout. So now there's 49 seconds left. And yeah, I mean, it's like there's just no possible scenario for this to work out, because the 49ers, let's say they get stopped again. The Lions will take another timeout with like 45 seconds left. If 3rd down doesn't run the clock out, it just about does. And then on 4th down, you just punt it and that'll expire. I mean, this game is over. This game is over unless the Lions on this play get a miracle strip. And they don't. You can see that's what they're trying to do there, but the 49ers know you got to hold on to the football. They do it. Elijah Mitchell, good job. And now the Lions take another timeout. 47 seconds left. And so what they're able to do now, the 49ers just run another play, and then the play clock will wind itself down very, very close. The play clock will wind down close enough to 0 that the Lions are not going to get this ball back. This is essentially, don't lose the football, you're going to the Super Bowl. Here it is, 3rd and 6, Purdy under center. There's the handoff. They're trying. The Lions, credit to them, try their best. And that is the football game right there. The play clock is going to wind down to 1 second. So they can run it down to 1 second left, and then all they have to do is snap it, and they win. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They know it. Nick Bosa knows it. Chase Young knows it. The 49ers defense knows it. Brock Purdy knows it. And now the question is, can Brock Purdy do what Jimmy G couldn't do? Can he win the Super Bowl? They're going to take a delay of game penalty. with 1 second on the clock. Aiden Hutchinson, not your fault, dude. Your idiot coach called a timeout when he didn't have to and sold for your team. How does it feel, man? 49ers feel good. The 49ers feel good. Here's the last play. Purdy going to drop back, kneel down. That's the game. 49ers going to the Super Bowl. The Detroit Lions have been eliminated. And my preseason Super Bowl predictions so far, both correct. Now all I need is the Niners to win the Super Bowl, and I will have been correct on both teams and the winner. That would be something, wouldn't it? Hopefully it does. This is Coast to Coast Sports. We'll see you in the next one.